Hello, my name is Dalton Parker, and this is my exercise demonstration video for PFTR 2423. So today I'm going to be doing an exercise demonstration on one of the listed exercises. I chose to do the lunge because I don't have access to an exercise facility, so I don't have a lot of equipment. And the lunge was one of the exercises that I was able to do without much equipment. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to demonstrate the exercise to the client, which is Jacob Parker, the same person that I used for the client interview and the physiological gathering. So I'm going to demonstrate the lunge. I'm going to tell him how we use it in real life, what exercises it utilizes. I'm going to point out in my demonstration some of the common faults that you'll see in the exercise. I'm going to get him to perform the exercise, and then I'm going to give spot and cues and stuff like that. Then we're going to alternatively load the exercise. I'll talk about that when it comes up. Okay, and then I'll give you some guidelines for like exercise progression, like sets and reps and stuff like that. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Cool. So if you take a step to the side, please. Okay, so to perform a lunge, what you do is feet about shoulder width apart. Now it doesn't matter what foot you step forward because we're going to be lunging on both sides. So what I want you to do is take a step forward, heel strikes first and then to your toes. Make sure that your heel is always on the ground. That's one of the common deficiencies that we see in people performing the lunge. They'll take a too shallow step and their heel will come up off the ground. So make sure that you take a nice long step. So you're going to squat down, keeping the weight in your lead foot at the heel. Now it's okay if your knee shoots out forward, just as long as it doesn't shoot over top of the right toe. Okay, so we're going to go down, and the trailing leg, we're going to stop about when it's parallel to the ground. If your mobility allows, we're going to tap the knee, and then we're going to push up. You push up, the weight pushes out of the heel, comes up, push back to the start position. In the next rep, you're going to start with the opposite leg. So right foot shoots forward, back a little, just down, keeping the torso nice and upright the whole time. Okay, so this exercise is predominantly used muscles are the quadriceps, the hamstring muscles, the calves, the abdominal muscles, some of the gluteals, the back muscles like your quadratus lumborum, your gluteals, so glute maximin, medius, your hamstrings, so like your semitendinosus, semimembranosus, biceps femoris, the calf, some of your like gastroc, sartorius, quadriceps would be like your vastus medialis, lateralis, rectus femoris as well. And you stay upright, you use the like abdominal muscles, so like your rectus abdominis as well. Okay, so what I'm gonna another thing that people commonly do as a fault is they do like a tightrope lunge. So as you're coming down, you can see I'm nice and wide in this step, but sometimes people come and their feet are basically like in line with each other just to over top in like a curtsy lunge almost kind of thing. We don't want you to do that. We want you to have nice, wide, stable base support, wider base support, easier it is to move. And this is more like a balance exercise than it is just like a strength exercise. Another compensation that you commonly see is when people lunge down, they're going to let their torso fall. And that's just an inability to keep themselves balanced as their torso falls down. So keep the torso tall the whole time. Okay, so come and do the exercise. I'll spot and I'll give a couple of cues. Feedback. No, feet together first. Yeah. Step forward, heel first, then toe. Okay, now lunge down. Yeah. And mobility allows your knees to touch. You can pop back up. Your torso stayed nice and upright, and it wasn't like too wide. Now go the opposite way. Lunge the opposite side. Okay, good. Yeah. And pop her back demonstration, we were told to do alternative loading so that the athlete fatigues out like in 8 to 12 reps. So we're just gonna alternatively load with dumbbells, just because, like I said previously, we're not in an exercise facility, so we don't have access to a lot of equipment, and dumbbells are easy. Everybody has dumbbells basically. So and I don't really want to use a lot of equipment that could possibly go through my floor. So like I said, we have a set of dumbbells here. There's a bunch of different ways to carry them. You can carry them suitcase carry, which we're going to be performing the assessment. There's like front rack, back rack, and held up overhead. There's a bunch of different variations, and they work realistically like pretty much the same muscles. So I'm going to demonstrate the exercise for you. Once you pick dumbbells up, we're going to roll our shoulders back, head up, feet about shoulder width apart. You step forward, drop down, when knee touches, I pop up, and the opposite way, down, when knee touches, and I pop back up. Okay, good. Come to the exercise. Okay, feet about shoulder width, roll your shoulders back, step forward, heel first, then toe. Yeah. Now lunge down, knee touches, knees not over top of the toe. Okay, push your heel up. Yep. Step back, opposite way. Lunge down and up. The torso dropped a little bit in that one because you just didn't take a big step forward. So keep going. We're gonna try to fatigue you out in like 8 to 10 or 8 to 12 reps. So try to return your feet back to the mid and then back, up, back. Yeah. Okay. A few more. Starting to go.
Yeah.
Starting to get hard.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. We'll stop there then. All right. Put the neck weights down. Good. Okay. So for the guidelines for continuing exercise, for Fit Principles, it tells you to exercise like 2 to 3 times a week, with like sets, 1 to 2 reps, like 8 to 12, with at least 48 hours in between each training session. Just because I know that you are a very busy, very active dude, we're gonna kind of like have to scale most of those things back just because time doesn't allot for a lot of exercise time. Okay? Perfect. This is my exercise demonstration video. Thank you very much.